AI is no longer just waiting for your next prompt. This week we crossed a threshold from chatbots that answer the question to the agents that complete the multi-step projects while you are away from the desk. OpenAI just launched ChatGPT 5.6 family and a new model called ChatGPT Work that can run in the background even when your laptop is closed. But this shift towards the speed and the autonomy has its own cost. Microsoft is warning that because AI is finding the security bugs faster than ever, your device needs to be patched in hours instead of weeks. Today we are looking at what actually changed, how to test the new agentic mode, and the scientific discovery of where thoughts actually live inside the models. On July 9th, OpenAI released GPT 5.6 in 3 tiers: Sol, Terra, and Luna. Sol is the flagship model designed for high-end reasoning and decoding. OpenAI reports it's 80 on the Coding Agents Index, claiming it's significantly more efficient for technical tasks. But the real engineering shift is not models, it's ChatGPT Work. This is an agentic mode. Historically, ChatGPT was synchronous. You send a message, it replies, you wait. With ChatGPT Work, it's asynchronous. You delegate a long-running task like analyzing a dozen of files or synthesizing a meeting notes, and the AI plans its approach, check its own progress, and refines the output. Crucially, this is rolling out in Pro, Enterprise, and the educational plan first. If you are on the free plan, you likely need to be wait for a while. The question for you is not is the model is smarter, it is can I trust it to work without me watching it? Here is the practical workflow. Let's look at how an employee or a researcher would actually use this. Imagine you have a week's worth of meeting transcript and the research paper. The old process, you have to upload one file, ask for a summary, then the next, and then try to manually combine it. The new process, you will provide a folder and give a high-level objective. The agent doesn't just generate text, it creates its own plan. You will see it thinking through steps. The first, parse files, second, compare deadlines, and the third, draft tables. Here is the engineering check you must perform. Look at the plan before it executes. If the AI logic for conflicting the deadlines is flawed in the planning phase, the final table will be useless. This requires you to move from being a writer to being a project manager. While we use agent to be more productive, Microsoft is using them to find holes in Windows. On July 10th, Microsoft warned enterprises customers that their internal AI system called MDASH is uncovering vulnerabilities at such a high rate that the traditional patch Tuesday cycle is breaking. For years, IT team had weeks to test and deploy the security updates. Microsoft is now urging organizations to shorten that to less than 3 days, and in some cases 24 hours. The implication: if you are a professional or a business owner, the days of clicking remind me tomorrow on the Windows update are ending. Because AI is finding the bugs, malicious AI can weaponize them faster. This is the first major example AI accelerating the arms race in the basic infrastructure. Here is the third update. Finally, we have to talk about how these models actually think. Researchers at Anthropic just published a paper, JSpace, using a technique called Jacobian lens. They found a specific zone, less than 10% of the model's activity, where Claude holds the concept before it speaks. They found that Claude sometimes knows it's being tested or knows a prompt is a trick. Internally, the JSpace might light up with a concept of fraud or fake, even if the model final output remains polite. Think of JSpace as the AI secret whiteboard. It's whether it does the messy work of reasoning before it presents a clean answer to you. For us, this is a massive win for safety. If you can see the AI is thinking about a harmful action in the JSpace, we can stop the output before it ever reaches the user. Here is the takeaway. We are moving from the prompting to the system design. When you use ChatGPT Work, you are not just writing a better prompt, you are designing a workflow for an autonomous agent. When you see the Microsoft spending up the patches, you are seeing an agent respond to the AI scale discovery. If you want a complete checklist that I am using for all agentic workflows, comment system below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.